Hello, gals and gamers, and welcome back to another Garry's Mod video. Today, we're checking out a few different maps today from a video game called LSD Dream Emulator. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I love this game. I was very interested in it when I was younger, and it's a very psychedelic, abstract PlayStation 1 video game. It was in my opinion, it's a very unique game for its time. Now, if you don't know much about this game, you walk around, right? Kind of like what we do in our videos, and every time you touch a wall, or an object, or anything, you're transported into an area that is, I wouldn't say necessarily looks like what you bumped into, but, like, let's say I were to bump into like this wall in LSD Dream Emulator. I feel like a lot of you guys know. I would be transported towards something that was either good or bad. And sometimes when you touch more good things, you end up in better worlds. And that's such a weird explanation, I know, but for people who don't know what LSD Dream Emulator is, it's basically that. And it's a very interesting game for its time, like I said. And one of the reasons why I love this game so much is the art style and the music. And this music's actually from the game. Now this place that I'm at right now, I think is one of the darkest places that you can end up at. The Violent District. And that already, if you couldn't tell, is a very darker name. I love LSD Dream Emulator, but the walking sounds are awful. I got kind of used to them, because I used to love the game so much. I loved watching videos on it. But if you've never seen the game or played it, oh, that is so damn cool. Look at the lighting. That's amazing. If you've never seen it or played it, the walking sounds are very obnoxious. So luckily we don't have to deal with that playing the Garry's Mod versions. And maybe one day I'll play the actual game. I'd actually love to. I've been trying to get my hands on it. I've only played a remake of the game, which was pretty good, but I don't think it's finished yet. But look at this lighting. This is really cool. It's very cool to see this type of lighting in Garry's Mod and not LSD Dream Emulator type of lighting. Oh, here's some different music. It's funky. I like it. And yes, creepy stuff does happen during this game, like you'll be stalked by a man in a hat. I don't really remember these buildings being open though. I don't really remember too much from this game, but we're gonna check this out. There's a bunch of props in the way. So we'll throw those out of the way. Get out of my way. And this is how the graphics actually looked in the game. And of course there wasn't props, you couldn't walk, you could only walk in like 4 different directions. And you could face 4 different directions. So walking was kind of a pain in the butt. And I kind of believe there's a story for it, but if you're interested in an actual story, I recommend just looking up the game for yourself. There's this one YouTuber that I used to watch who played the game, Two Guys Gaming. He played the game, and one time he had like a weird sleepwalking experience with the game, where he was in this weird like state of, I'm not even kidding about this, this is a thing that happened. He was playing the game and he had started recording somehow, and the entire time he was playing it, his eyes were open and he was just looking at the screen. He's walking in circles. And it's just a very odd thing. Also, I'm using the arrow keys to move around. I feel like that makes the game feel just like how it used to back in the day. There's a bunch of buildings here. This is apparently a zombie survival map as well. I'm very excited to be playing this, by the way. There's a little box here. It was in the zombie survival section on Garry's Mod. So that's that. There's a bunch of buildings here. There's a lot of weird things in this game that definitely make you think the guy who made the game was on LSD. But I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it's about a kid who got his hands on LSD. He was very young. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. And it's about his dreams. But I don't remember. It's been years. I don't even know if there was a story to the game. But yeah, it was, you know, in first person like this. You walked around, annoying footsteps and whatnot. And I feel like I've explained the game enough. Let's just look around. There's a lot of props here, I imagine, that are meant for a zombie survival game. It's a good song. That's a jam, dude. I remember the shadow figure guy used to follow you around. He would end your dreams right away. What's really creepy about this map, though, is that different stuff would happen in it every time, and people who played the game, their first like instinct was to always try to get to this map. I hope this music isn't too loud. It's really loud for me. I turned the volume way down. But what I was saying was, this is where the gray man would show up all the time. But there's also other things, like I think you could see somebody get hit by a car, if I remember correctly. And there's somebody who is unalived with a rope. And he's just hanging. This game is very old. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know if I'll get in trouble from YouTube. But that was one of the things you'd see on this street in particular, actually. I don't know if he shows up. But usually when you ended up here, it was already, you know, the end of your dream. And you had different days where you saw different stuff. I remember this area a little bit, but like I said, I don't remember any of these areas being actually open. I'm sure some of them were, but I don't remember. It feels a little different than the actual game itself. I don't remember it looking quite like this, but I don't know. It's very large. I'm sorry I'm sprinting everywhere. I love this music, honestly. It's really interesting. This will just play in the background while you're walking. This really got me into, like, I've never done drugs, but I've always been interested in, like, stories about drugs. You know, I don't have any want to experiment with hallucinogenics. But I'm always interested in, like, hearing the stories of crazy stuff that happens to people. Because that just sounds terrible. It doesn't sound pleasant at all, you know. I think that I just could never do that. I don't think I would have, you know, I could never experiment with that kind of stuff. Oh, we got some new music. I hope none of this is copyrighted, by the way. If it is, then there's gonna be like a segment that's cut out. I turned it down just a little bit more, just in case. I don't remember this open area here, though. I do remember the dock, so I've been trying to look for that, because this is... Apparently there's water here. Can we actually go into the water? Oh, that's scary looking. This creepy-ass music playing. Oh my gosh, it gets muffled, too. You can't do this in LSD Dream Emulator. It just teleports you to another place if you were to even touch this area. I actually don't know if this was in it. I'm trying to remember. We got the whack-ass stairs. Everything is really weird looking. I wonder if it looked just like this. Oh, look at the town in the background. That's so cool. When you'd walk on these metal things, it got even more annoying. Different areas you'd walk would have different sound effects. I should have looked for a mod that had LSD Dream Emulator walking sound effects, so we could experience the whole nightmare that is walking around. I'm a huge fan of this game, by the way. I'm not a hater or anything. But it's very cool to be exploring this in Garry's mod with this lighting, and the way that everything looks is just so unique. The fog is even there, which is really cool. There's a boat over there. Can we actually get to that? No, because that's an invisible wall, I'm pretty sure. Or not? Wait, we can't get to it, but we can get pretty close. You can't do that in LSD Dream Emulator. Like, you can't even get in the water, like I said. Look at this graffiti. If I remember correctly, didn't this show up only at certain times or something? I could be wrong. Why am I actually trying to interact with it? Like I'm gonna be transported to another world. Look at this little thing. That's kind of cute. This definitely transported you somewhere. Everything transported you somewhere, no matter what you touched. This is like one of my favorite ones. This is my favorite song that plays. Okay, I think we've explored most of this area. You can't get up to these roads up here, by the way. We're gonna no-clip around a little bit, kind of speed things up. I should have put a seizure warning to this, because this game is very pixelated. I know that kind of can trigger someone's epilepsy. So, yeah, seizure warning, I suppose. What's this over here? Huh, more ranch. Oh my gosh. It's real. Alright, I kind of want to get rid of the fog just to see what this looks like. I'm going to go into here. Okay. There, we got rid of the fog. Let's make it a little darker though, so... Or, yeah, we could just do that. We can make it a green fog. We can kind of see a lot further this way, just in case I missed anything. I like to no-clip at the end of a map, by the way, just so I can see if I missed anything. Because I hate missing stuff. Such a cool map, though. This is a little different than I remember, though, but it's been years since I played LSD Dream Emulator or I've seen anything from it, so... I didn't play it. I've actually never played it. I've only seen stuff of it. I think I played it maybe once, but for the most part, I think I've watched people play it. And I'd like to get, like, a emulator to play the game in the future. Which would be kind of nice. But with that being said, let's check out the next map. Oh, great. Okay, this one actually seizure warning, because this one actually hurts my eyes just looking at it. Okay, thank God they don't make the noise. This map is a nightmare. This is definitely one of the upper dreams, they call it, where you, your dreams are a lot more better and cheerful. Nothing bad happens, but to a player, this place is an absolute nightmare. I like it, though. It's very, cool looking. Reminds me of Yumi Nikki. That's a good game, too. I need to actually play through that one. I've only seen stuff of it. But this is an interesting map, you know. I don't mind this and LSD Dream Emulator. I got kind of used to the annoying noises when you walk. Because when you walk in the game, these little things make this annoying squeaking sound. But I like the colors and whatnot of this. If you really like old school aesthetic looking stuff, then this game it's up there, you know. Colorful, aesthetic, old computer gamey look. This is the game for you. Wait, does this world have that one? Is this the world with the thing and the weird stuff. The weird room. I don't remember this. The walls of flesh room. What's this dude doing? What's he doing though? That's all I'm really gonna say about it. It was a very gross room. I don't remember. Is this the map though? Oh god. This one had like a little Ferris wheel that played a cutscene though. And I think that might have been like what got people to think that this was like connected. Oh, look at this. This is really cool. I like this. I hate how this is. I hate the colors of this. Looking at one is kind of cool, but when you look at all of them, it's just... It's a weird... It does a weird thing to the eyes. Oh, seizure warning. This is bad. Okay, we can't go in there. Yeah, walking around here was terrible because of the colors here. I have very sensitive eyes, by the way, so... When I saw this originally, it was awful. Link to the maps will be in the description down below, by the way, if you want to put yourself through this. I mean, it's actually really cool. I don't know why I'm saying you want to put yourself through this. It's nice. Look at this. Is this the Ferris wheel? But it's just missing. I'm just making sure I'm not missing something. I don't know what that's about. It might be the Ferris wheel. I could be wrong. Because recently a bunch of my props have not been visible. I don't really know why, but... Oh yeah, this played a cutscene as well, I think. I kind of like it though, it's kind of sweet. I like it, it's kind of cute. I remember, PewDiePie had played this a while back. This is just a random memory, but he like got rid of it off of his channel. I think it might be because people were experiencing seizures and whatnot from this. So, you know, I already warned you guys in the last level, which isn't as bad, but... Yeah, this one... It's very colorful and pretty, though. I used to be so scared of having a seizure as a kid, because whenever I'd see the epilepsy warning, they're always so serious, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have a seizure? I don't even have epilepsy. Look at this dude. What's he doing, though? Ooh, that kind of messed with my eyes a little bit. I couldn't tell that these were platforms. There's this dude standing over here. What is he doing, though? What is this fool doing, though? Is that Scott Cawthon? I don't really remember this one as much. Oh, that's cool. Seems pretty happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. I'm really glad that somebody actually put these maps into Garry's mod, though. I'm glad to be showing this off to people who might not know about the game, but I'm gonna assume a lot of people do. Ooh. Oh, good lord. I feel like I'm gonna throw up a bunch of rainbows. Let's go really fast. Okay. I feel like the quality of this video definitely like lowered in this world. So I'm sorry if like YouTube made the quality lower. So we can't really walk here, can we? No. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to add on to this except that this is a kind of a cool world and whatnot. Let's fly underground, see if we missed anything in particular, and I do not believe so. Very curious. Look at this dude. Cool ports, but we got one more map to go, y'all. Let's check it out. Alright, here it is. This is one of the most iconic rooms, actually, because you start off here, I think. And LSD Dream Emulator. Pretty cool map. Okay, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really do like this. I like how it looks. But this map, this one in particular, you end up coming back to a lot. I think maybe at the beginning of the day. It's been so long since I've played the game. But it changes every time you come into here. Creepy stuff happens. Not creepy stuff happens, but one of the things in particular I remember jump scaring a lot of people is when you come into here. There's like a freaking pterodactyl right there, and it flies at your face and makes a loud noise, and it goes, "Argh!" And it jump scares a lot of people. But this place is very cramped. You kind of learn the mechanics of the game because of this place, because of how cramped it is. Another creepy thing that happens is I'll show you guys later. Let's go upstairs. Okay, upstairs is here. This is cool looking. I like it. You can go up here. Kind of. I think that's the top of the map. This is a really cool spot. I genuinely like this area. I don't know why. I've always just thought this area was kind of cool. Just this chain link fence on the top of this building. Kind of reminds. This is gonna sound really. I'm gonna sound like a weeb when I say this, but it kind of reminds me of when Naruto and Sasuke fight. I think for the first time, and they actually are like trying to kill each other. Above the, I think it was above that hospital. I can't remember. But let's go down a floor. There's a little painting there. So one of these rooms would have this giant face in it. It was this one in particular. And if you got close up to it, it would get really close to you. And it was really scary. But other times this place is like a hospital, I think. And then there's people sleeping here. In these areas. I think it's a hospital. It's at one point. But every single one of these little areas here would have something to it. And it was always so weird to see other people while playing this game. I think this game, like, makes the dreams look really good. Like, it captures that concept of a dream pretty well, you know? Because of weird stuff like that. And this game really got me into the whole, like, what is it called? Psychology of the human brain. Like, I've always been very curious after I've seen this game of, like, how dreams work. Why does it happen? And just, like, just stuff like that ever since I've seen this game at a young age. Here's a cool little bar. And yes, you can actually go out here. This is exactly how I remember this place. It's very nice. This one's actually the last one we're doing today. I like this. I love these maps. I'm gonna no-clip a little bit just to see if there was anything. Oh wait, there's something here. Here's the LSD Cottage by Peppo. Original game based from Osamu Sato. LSD. Such an amazing game. I think this game is just absolutely brilliant. I love this game, like I said. I think I just gave somebody a seizure, I'm sorry. Oh, there's one over here too, that's cool. But, yeah, this is one of my favorite maps, I think, out of all this. I think that the Violence District is really nice too, but the music was a little loud, but honestly, it was a little loud in the game too, I think. I remember YouTubers trying to talk over it at times. And, yeah, this is like one of the... This is like the type of stuff I used to watch on YouTube years ago. I used to watch, I think, I could be completely wrong, but I think Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, had played this. Yes, he is. He did, and that's exactly how I found him. I wasn't sure if it was Him or another YouTuber, because back in the day, Mutahar made kind of similar content to other content creators. But he played the game. If you like Mutahar, Some Ordinary Gamers, I recommend watching him play it because it's funny. Man, he looks so different back in the day. He looked completely different back in the day. But I think I was getting him confused with Two Guys Gaming because I wasn't sure if Mutahar played it, but I was like, did he? And I was like, yeah, he did, because I just checked. But if you like the game, I recommend watching Two Guys Gaming play it, or Some Ordinary Gamers. They're both good YouTubers. I don't know much about Two Guys Gaming nowadays, so I don't know if he got himself into trouble or not. I shouldn't talk about YouTubers I don't keep up with, but that's besides the point. Great map. I love them. Link of the maps will be in the description down below. I please go support the original map creators. Go leave a like on them. Go give a Steam award. That would really be an amazing and helpful thing to do. I think that they'd really appreciate that. So if you liked the video, though, and what I had to say, leave a like. I hope I brought some of you some nostalgia or some interest in the game, because this was like my childhood. It's like the type of stuff I was interested in as a kid. There's a lot more levels in this game, but these were like the most iconic ones that I just played. They're like when you think of LSD Dream Emulator, the levels I just played are the ones you think of. And yeah, amazing game. I really hope to play the original one day. I know so much about it as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, be safe, and goodbye.